Hey, welcome to a LeBron James reality check show where we look at what it would be like if the analysts and editors actually showed you LeBron's real performance. Well, there's a turnover. Thanks, LeBron. And absolutely no rotation on defense. What do we got here? Oh, look at. You got to take a closer look at this. Look at LeBron. Like, react in no way, shape, or form. I mean, he didn't even flinch, much less raise an arm or move toward the guy to help. That's an offensive foul. Why wasn't that called? He just barrels into people. Oh, dear God. And no, why isn't anyone making fun of this? Look at, there's four Lakers back on D. LeBron is carrying on as though someone stabbed him. Jeez. You know, it's pretty bad when the refs don't bail him out because they always bail his sorry ass out. All right, let's take a look. What the fuck is he complaining about? But watch this. He's so hurt that he's got to smash other people. If they had any intelligence, they'd sue his fucking ass. 260 pounds. My eye, I can't stand any longer. Why the fuck did he have to fall down? No matter what happened. How do you guys cheer for this embarrassing bitch? There's the foul. There he is just. So you apparently got scratched in the eye or touched or something and you have to fall down? I would definitely have sued that fucker for fucking falling on me. This shows you how much times have changed because you cheer for this crybaby. My coach, my dad, my teammates' dads would kick our asses after the game if we put on a crybaby show like that in public. I mean, even if we were legitimately injured, you just don't act like that. And by the way, LeBron was fine. And instead, these days, you celebrate that goddamn bitch behavior. Oh, there he is, just forearm shivering someone. There is another turnover. Oh no, that was touched by. It went out of bounds to the Lakers, so it doesn't count as a turnover. By the way, LeBron James, six turnovers. Good God, he's still complaining about the non-existent injury to his head. 6 turnovers. Yeah, you better go take a rest and recover from that phantom injury, you fuck. Which body part is hurt, dude? Make a decision. Fuck. How do you cheer for this goddamn bitch? What happens here? It's just a replay of LeBron doing absolutely no help. All right, here's a steal and a missed layup. Who are you blaming Russ for that? Blaming Vogel for that? You know, LeBron is under 50% from the field, and that includes his layups and dunks. I mean, this guy gets nice ball handling, dude. Look at Austin Reeves hit the deck hard and get back up. Are you sure you don't want to go to the sidelines or maybe fall on some fans or carry on for a while? Jesus, what is Austin Reeves? What is he, 100 pounds less than LeBron James and acting more like a man? What happens here? LeBron with no box out, and that leads to points for the other team. No box out. What a lazy bitch. Nice. Okay, there's LeBron doing his back end to people thing that leads to them stealing it from him. That's another LeBron turnover. That's an offensive foul that did not get called. The guy should be in foul trouble every game. Bam! Fuck. Let's see. this. That's a great offensive possession right there. Clanker. Let's not even run a play. Let's just let Clanker, LeClankety Clank James, take a stupid shot. Look at LeBron up at the top of the key. Just kind of lackadaisically involved whenever he wants to be and not involved the rest of the time. Look at his defense. Like he spends most of the time resting. Like he has the easiest defensive assignment out there. And then he drops his shoulders. He drops his shoulders when the other team scores. Oh, God. Oh, woe is me. Well, maybe you should pick up a harder defensive assignment if you don't like it. What a stagnant offense. That is not the shot. Oh, my God. That is not the shot you want the Lakers taking. The guy missed four 3-pointers. And one of the made ones was that bullshit that bounced in. That's, oh, dear God. Clankety clankety clank. You've got to be able to get a better shot going than that. How about setting your teammates up? And that was just dreadful. He left his feet, had nowhere to go, and passed it to the other team. Something that Skip and Shannon would just be grilling Westbrook for. And by the way, that turned into points for the other team. That's a big turnaround. Look at LeBron's body language there. Did you see it? Oh, this guy has the nerve to talk about a fog hanging over the team. Dude, you are the fog. Malik Monk needs to get the ball a lot more. Look at this guy. He is quick. He can shoot. He can drive. You want the Lakers to win, start letting him shoot and start taking the ball out of LeBron's hands. That one I left in just because I wanted to show that that's as good as it gets. That's what you guys have to be excited about. That's as creative as his offense is being bigger than the defender. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this one, you got to look at it from the other angle. You guys brag about his dunking and stuff, but he can't get off the ground to get this pass. Come on, dude. Get off the ground. It wasn't the best pass ever, but you could try. You could try. I love this part because Chauncey Billups was mic'd up, and he literally said, look, he's going to do the turnaround fadeaway. I mean, he's not going to do anything else, so just play it tight. And he's so right. Like, Chauncey Billups totally called him out. Like, LeBron doesn't have moves. Unless you count barreling over people and flopping as moves. Speaking of no moves, notice that he's always one-on-one. And there's another clanker. But besides the fact that he missed that shot, he's not double-teamed. He's not creating opportunities for his teammates. They're the ones that dish to him for his easy layups and dunks. Think about that. Shouldn't this guy who gets all the credit, by the way, look at his defensive assignment. He was just resting down the bottom corner. He gets the easy defensive assignment, barely pops out on the shooter even when he does have to run, and then costs his team with his ISO ball when he's not even a high percentage shooter. I mean, he's a low percentage shooter despite not getting double teamed. That's fucking bad, y'all. I got to leave this one in too. It's not that interesting of a play until you think about the small details. LeBron's just standing. You know, he's basically resting, making the rest of the team run all over the place until they get open. I mean, wow. Way to create for your teammates. Here we go. Here comes that LeBron body language. Mopey, mopey. The other team scored. Let's be mopey. Now watch this bit. Watch LeBron James the entire time. He's in the bottom right corner. Oh, I didn't get the ball. Look at his fucking body. He is not involved at all anymore. He just stopped. He's like, oh, I didn't get the ball. I'm not going to contribute. Jesus. Maybe it was a blessing that he got out of the way because they scored. Oh, who are you going to blame for that, LeBron? Was that was that Westbrook's fault that you missed that layup? Vogel, you need to be taller. Are you not big enough? The rim too far away from you, buddy? I mean, when the guy is below 50%, and that's including close range shots and his layups and dunks that he gets from his teammates, and he's still under 50 fucking percent, or just at 50%, you've just got to stop saying this GOAT bullshit. Oh my God, blow by. That guy went around LeBron like he wasn't there. It's funny, this TikTok sponsored replay actually catches LeBron in the background being LeBron. Look at him. I'm so disgusted. I'm so disgusted. I'm not going to try anymore. Look at him. He's all the way at the other end, just fucking not trying. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. This is I'm going to talk about the cloud hanging over the team. What cloud are you in, bro, that you can't see your defensive assignment? Maybe he's thinking about his next endorsement or what he's going to say after the game, or maybe he's wondering why his millions of dollars on his hair isn't working. Bro, that's your guy underneath the rim. Good thing that got deflected, or that's an obvious 2 points on LeBron James' short. In the play right after it, look at the bottom corner. Yeah, that was your man again, bud. That's 2 plays in a row. You have no fucking idea what's going on. Talk about a cloud, will you? Jeez. You know, at the end of the play, he realizes his mistake, and he just decides to stay out of frame, not try. Look, I know I'm hard on LeBron James, but that's in retaliation for the ridiculous level of undeserved credit he gets while getting no blame. I mean, that's not objective reporting. All right, here we go. Another one-on-one situation. LeBron James, where the offense goes to die. Look at the rest of the team. Poor guys. They're just like, okay, I guess it's over for us. Let's watch this guy chuck up his shots and try and get his points. Oh, he has a bad shooting percentage, but we can't stop him because he's LeBron James, and we all get to take the blame. The only thing you'll hear is that he had 30 points. No one's going to report on everything that I'm saying. Did you see the phantom defense there, by the way? He moves over and then doesn't do anything. I mean, good God, man. Can you raise your arm to try and make that pass to the lane a little harder for the other team? There's another angle of it. It's so embarrassing. And here we have another opportunity to see LeBron show how disappointed he is in his teammates. Can you imagine that guy being on your team and he just flops his shoulders every time the other team scores instead of like being the one that comes over and encourages you? What a goddamn bitch. I left this one in here on purpose. You see after the screen there's confusion, which leaves a wide open lane for LeBron James. He doesn't dunk on anyone. He dunks in a wide open lane, and you guys act like he's God because he dunks in a wide open lane. I mean, just stop it. Immediately following that, we've got a LeBron turnover. Passes right to the other team, which leads to a three-pointer. So that is on LeBron's shoulders. A lot of his turnovers led to points for the other team, like immediate points. The defense and offense are all screwed up, and transition points. You can thank LeBron for those transition points. This clip isn't LeBron, it's Tucker getting called for the offensive foul. And it probably was, but I can understand why he's confused because that's what LeBron gets away with constantly. In fact, that defender wasn't really in place, but it also looked like a pretty aggressive move by Tucker lowering the shoulder, but LeBron does that constantly. And if you watch him and look to him as your, guide, well, yeah, you're going to also try to learn to do illegal moves. Here's LeBron with a missed layup, one-on-one situation, missed layup. I guess we'll blame Kurt Rambis for that one since Stephen A. Brought Kurt Rambis into the mix. Anyone but LeBron. Just anyone but LeBron. Notice there are only 4 Lakers on this side. LeBron quit after missing that layup. So there he is to get some cherry picking points. I mean, that's part of his 30 bullshit points, him cherry picking. Not because he was hustling, but because he quit and just sat at the other end of the court. I mean, you have to acknowledge these things, people, if we're going to live in reality. Oh, and speaking of garbage points, wouldn't be complete without including this at the end of the game. There's no chance of winning, so this is basically pressure-free points. And the game's over, but LeBron got 3 more points, so that's one of his 3 of 7. One of his 3 of 7. Just stop shooting the 3, bro. You're 3 of 7. You've got teammates on your team better than you, like Austin fucking Reeves, like Malik Monk, like Tucker. Carmelo Anthony's a way better shooter when he's not injured. So that's how we wrap up the Lakers losing to a diminished Portland team. And LeBron, with his bad body language, his missed layups, his 50% from field goals, including his wide open dunks. Wow. His 3 of 7 from the 3-point line, his 6 turnovers. It actually should have been 7 turnovers. An analysis of the uncalled offensive fouls he committed, his lack of defensive effort, his lack of setting up his teammates for their opportunities, his typical walking off the floor defeated, then him talking about a cloud when he's the one that looked like he was in a cloud that whole game. Yeah, you could call me a hater, but when commentators and analysts aren't going to be objective or honest, it makes me hateful.